Good morning, traders and investors. Dale Sugar Trader Boys. We got a pretty flat market. S&P down 3, Nasdaq up 31, Dow down 27, Russell up 3.6. A little bit of money going to the bonds here, a bit of money coming out of oil here, and some money, a little bit of money flowing into gold. On the tech names, they're starting to see a little bit of action here. They're up slightly. Apple's just gone positive, up 19. Amazon's gone positive, up 35. Netflix down 2, Microsoft up 2. This is a one to watch today. And Facebook down $1.65. Tesla moving up $10. Both Microsoft and Tesla are coming out with earnings this week, so keep an eye on these guys. Do not hold stocks through earnings, okay, unless you know how to protect them with options. IBM and Goldman Sachs are, one's up, one's down, and then we've got our coronavirus insight right here, and they're all up a little, right? Up a little, less than 1%. So if we look at the Dow 30 real quick, on the Dow 30, we've got Microsoft leading the charge up the most, and then we've got Pfizer and Johnson moving up. Now we've got about the same moving on the downside. Now when we look at this to kind of see the weighting of the Dow, because the Dow is priced based on the highest price of the stock. You can see Apple's flat. UNH is going to be the big influencer here, as long as Home Depot is dragging the Dow down. You see these starting to recover, and UNH has recovered quite a bit this morning already. That's going to allow the Dow to go positive on the day. So Microsoft up 2, that's really helping the Dow out. Right, the names down here at cheaper price stocks have a lot less influence on the movement of the Dow. So seeing less green at the top here is going to be troublesome for the Dow to go positive on the day. Right, when we look into the charts, here, let's start with the S&P. S&P on the daily time frame, we're still sitting in this supply area, and we are stuck range bound in between here and here. So being range bound, you got to be a little more cautious. Still expecting the breakout. So basically now what we got the base right here, looking for the breakout to get up into this about 3,400 mark here, and that'll put us into a new all-time high. That's going to take a while, and it's going to take some really big news. So coming into earnings season here, some of the biggest stocks releasing earnings, that could really help this market if the earnings are positive. So that could get that push happening. When we look at the Russell here, Russell is coming up into that supply area once again. So this is where the supply is coming from. Proven supply right here. Hit our heads on Wednesday last week. Back into there on Friday, and we're sitting just below that area there. So range bound, we got a little demand level here. Now this is a Globex level, and Globex means when the stock market's closed and the futures markets are open. So this is your overnight trading, and this was a level that came in at 6 o'clock in the morning. So not as strong as a level that would have happened during the day. But there is a little demand level here, so we may get the retracement down to this demand level, and then maybe we could push through and get into these upper reaches of supply up here. It's a wait and see game, so be very cautious in the markets. We are flat, there's not a lot of direction. Right here, here's your Nasdaq, range bound. Right, we're stuck between this high and this low, and you can see here for most of last week here. Most of last week we went sideways. We've got to get out of this range. Reason being is there's no unfilled institutional orders to drive this market in any real direction. So we want to get above 10.776, or we want to get below 10.4, which is going to be extremely difficult. And then the market can really get some movement happening. The VIX is in the lower reaches here, coming into kind of the daily demand level down the bottom here. Basically because nothing's happening. There's not a lot of action in the markets. And here's oil. Oil is coming into this supply area. Now it's hit this supply area over and over. There's no more unfilled institutional orders here, so don't expect this to hold. So if we can get this move up, and we're coming off the 200-day moving average right here, if we can get this move up, we should be able to continue up at least to 41.45 up here. And then we could probably get beyond that. Just depending, it's very news-driven market. So we've got to have that news that the coronavirus cases are decreasing, and then you will see oil pop and run. Last one here is gold. Gold is making a bit of a move, coming back into this area here, selling, and we're going to get the retracement. There's a beautiful little demand level just right here. we could get a reaction off that and continue north in the gold market. When we look at the news for the week, there is basically no economic news reports. When you have a week like this where there's no major economic reports, don't expect an exciting week. Now, it doesn't mean it cannot be, because other news can drive the markets. But just no big major economic news, there's no driving force to make institutions buy and sell to make the markets go up or down. I had to get that supply and demand of the market. So today, nothing. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, we've got a little bit of a real estate report coming in here, and then your oil play. Thursday, natural gas report if you're into trading natural gas futures. And then Friday, again, a little bit of a real estate report here, and that's pretty much it. So no economic reports hitting the market that are expected this week. So we're going to be looking at some earnings from Tesla and Microsoft midweek. That's going to have a little bit of a driving force. But other than that, at this point, unless we've got news on stimulus packages that are going to be ending at the end of the month to kind of drive that, if they don't extend those, expect markets to drop, because all the people collecting that money is not going to have money. They're not going to be coming into the economy. That's going to have a big effect. Thanks for watching. That's your Monday morning update. Dale Saga Trader Boys. Have a great day and be safe in the markets this week.